Okay, washer, nut. Now again, remember what I said, if I were to tighten this right now, the pulley is actually sitting at an angle. You want to make sure the belt is floating. Yeah, my air impact is acting up. And the last time I did this, I tightened this nut with the impact, and it came loose. And I thought I had done something wrong by taking the spacer out. I've since then gone back and put it back like I thought it should be, and it's held since. But I used a different impact, so I don't trust that thing for putting it back together. So I'm using my electric, and you have to be careful because these things are 1 speed only. And I don't trust that back one either. Okay, so what will happen is as this turns, you just work the belt back. You want to make sure the belt doesn't stick in the middle, like the 2 pulleys here are biting it. I can put it in the middle, squeeze it, and it wants to turn the belt. That's good. When I put it back together, you got to be careful. This is where my gasket was broken. Right there. Same thing. When you put it back together, don't nick the shaft when you put the cover back on. So before I put this together, if I was going to put a longer belt on this, I couldn't go too long. It would be like not even 1 millimeter longer, half a millimeter maybe. Because if I go too long, ideally for takeoff, you want this belt to be flush. Dead flush with that, right there. And this to be on the main pin. That's your best takeoff you'll ever get, and it don't get better. If you go too short of a belt, this is what you get. If it's shorter and shorter and shorter, well, eventually this is going to hit the middle of this pulley, and there's nothing you can do. This belt is going to be as long as it can get, which I'm betting in this case it will bring it up just a touch, but I bet you not much more. So I'll put the cover back on. Forgot to mention there's a couple of guide pins in the case. Sometimes they don't come out, sometimes they do. Make sure you line them back in. It makes putting it back together a little bit easier. Remember the long one in the back. And the other long one down at the front. Geez, that compressor's on. Okay. Put this back together real quick. You want to final adjust later, but you want to be loose enough so you can still get the wheel on. If you have the brakes on from when I told you to put them on, you need to take them off in order to get the wheel back on. You can do this later after the wheel's on, but it's easier now. You can see it. It's easy enough while you got the tire in the air to adjust the brakes with the pedal off, obviously. See, it's grabbing now. It's too much. Back it off a couple turns. Good. Okay. Now you want to go in here. Take all that stuff out that you put off. Take that stupid air box and put it back on. If it wasn't for that part, taking the CVT cover off is really not that hard. As you can see, I just slapped it on in less than 10 minutes. So I'll put this back together. I'll take a video of it from there.